Inaction at the State House is affecting health care, why lawmakers just can't agree, and what this means to you.
Pension reform and same-sex marriage aren't the only issues left unresolved after the legislature wrapped up its session last week. Lawmakers also failed to reach an agreement on the new health insurance marketplace, which must be up and running come October under the Affordable Care Act. ABC News Channel 20's Kimberly Howard is live in studio. Kimberly, why is this a concern?
Liz, this inaction on the part of the legislature means the federal government could eventually take control of your options for health insurance. If the legislature passes a bill, the state would have some say what insurance companies could offer people in Illinois, but so far they haven't. Whether you love or hate the Affordable Care Act, it's a potential reality people aren't happy about.
An overnight in the hospital and some follow-up treatment can cost $10,000.
Unless you have insurance, something that will be a requirement for most people under the Affordable Care Act. Part of the plan is creating an online marketplace, sort of like a virtual shopping mall, where people can choose a health insurance plan that fits their needs and their budget.
It's an opportunity for people in our state to buy insurance, and it only makes sense that our state be the ones that set the guidelines, that set the regulations, that oversee the operation of it.
But that's not going to happen after the state legislature failed to pass a bill on a state-run marketplace. It's a bill Governor Quinn has been pushing for years, and one lawmakers like Representative Rich Brower have been resisting.
I think it shows a lot of concerns, especially with Republicans, that this health care bill isn't really the way we want to go.
But if the Affordable Care Act remains law and state lawmakers neglect to pass a bill, the federal government will take control, something that worries not only Republicans, but folks like Ann Ford, who represents thousands of people with disabilities.
They don't know in the same way that at the state level and especially at the local level, we know what our needs are. We know what our people need. We know how to serve our people who need our services.
Brower agrees the issue is best left up to the states, but he says until the feds are out of health care entirely, it's going to be difficult to pass any state-driven legislation related to the Affordable Care Act.
Not until we get a better idea, and right now I don't think we have that great idea to move forward with.
Now, when the health insurance marketplace goes online in October, the state will be working alongside the feds for the first year, but unless state lawmakers come to an agreement, either in the newly announced special session or the veto session this fall, the federal government could get complete control of the online marketplace for years after that. Liz?
Thanks, Kimberly. The bill to oversee the state health insurance marketplace did pass in the Illinois Senate along party lines, but it was never called for a vote in the House.